Recap. It's been a week since the Seekers had collected the two individuals known as Michael Stone and Carla Isami. While Michael was sent to the SIH settlement in heaven, Carla was sent to the underworld, being attacked by a creature known as a lesser demon. After doing this, she starts to begin to feel empty inside, like her emotion is draining from every kill. Let's see what happens next in Holy Injustice Episode 2, Hidden in Plain Sight. Michael had been living in the settlement, using items around him to create a weapon, to usurp the throne. The only thing he hates more than failure to do something correctly is a fool who believes he is saving people. This ideology is childish. He didn't see the errors of his one ways, simply wanting to fix leadership. He had began to sneak around a few nights when everyone was asleep, collecting items to make weapons. During the day, he collected people to join his cause to remove Sagittarius from his position. He held rallies at night to persuade even more people, all while the leader didn't know a clue about this subject. This had been happening for a week, yet all things do have to come to an end. Whenever one supporter had went to Sagittarius and told him everything, it was no time like the present to Michael. He ran to the ruins with his rioters surrounding Sagittarius. They held weapons. As Michael stepped in front of them, "You are unfit to rule, and your millennial reign has ceased." Sagittarius nodded in disagreement. "Don't you all see? He is simply playing you for his own gain." He pointed at Michael, who was grilling a bloodied rabbit via hunger. "He has eaten out animals, destroyed our crops." Sagittarius said before Michael chimed in, "Your tyranny has ended." As Michael flung a dagger aiming for his arm to do only slight damage, he had aimed too high, stabbing through his scalp. He slumped over holding the dagger. Before all color drained from his eyes, people gasped, before cheering. They had become so twisted on Michael's ideals, they believed what he did was right. The truth was he was terrified, acting like he was okay, simply smiling. A few people had pulled Sagittarius off the throne, removing his crown and placing it on Michael's head. He was still weary, yet this wouldn't last for long due to all of the power he would have in the settlement. He went mad with greed and control. "I will usher us into a new era of the settlement," he said, now sending people to harvest the trees and ore found on the massive piece of land to grow an empire made of lies. Editor's note: there will be a reason why Michael had done this that will be explained in a later chapter. This may seem slightly rushed, but I tried to make it descriptive as possible without making it extremely long. Editor's note: I will post 2 more videos after this. After that, this series will undergo a time skip, which in that time I will draw the demons that I've been portraying in these episodes. If any comments want me to draw anything else, I will possibly draw it as a demon for Carla to fight. Without further ado, let's see how Carla fares against the angler. Carla Isami had been here for a week. In an instant's notice she was attacked by a creature known as a lesser demon, which was her first kill with a blade that had glowing orange markings. Since then, she had felt slightly empty after killing that creature, yet, she ignored it and continued. She needed to have her head in the game in case something tries to attack her again. After wandering for a few days, eating scraps of dead creatures and forced to run into dangerous situations for water, she had been chased by a lesser demon. This time she was ready. She spun around slicing the creature's jaw off, before running up to it. Since the first time she wielded it, the blade had seemingly gotten lighter, like it adjusted to her strength. Before now slicing it in half, it thrashed as it tried standing up, ultimately dying. She stared at it, feeling that hole in her soul again. This must be done, she said to herself, before walking away and heading in the same direction she was traveling. A few hours later, she saw something moving in TVE debris. She thought it was her mind playing tricks on her, yet she was wrong. A large creature almost 5 times the size of her bursted from the ground, trying to chomp at her. It was like a worm, slithering through the sand. She had dodged, being slightly skimmed by th worm. She ran for 3 straight minutes, dodging and attempting to slice the creature until she saw a cave. She had then ran into the cave. The worm entered after her. As she then jumped above the creature, it fell into a murky body of water, before rising and being pulled down by something else. From a distance she saw a bright light. When it got closer it looked almost like an angel. It floated to her at slow speeds, giving her time to examine it. She noticed it was attached to what seemed to be a black stem in the water. As it neared closer, a black shadow was seen in the water. As it was a few feet away, Carla gained distance, as a creature rose from the water, trying to grab her. She had dodged before hacking at its hand. To no avail, the blade seemed to deflect off. The creature then sent its second giant hand to grab her. She had dodged this again, slicing at a less protective area. A gash had then been seen on the creature's skin, yet it was maybe an inch wide. She then ran up, jumping, hitting the angel creature that acted as its bulb. It shrieked in pain, now slamming its hand on the land Carla was on. The stone had been pulverized. As Carla then ran out, it tried to grab her, yet it failed, now entering the water again. She never wanted to go in that cave again. Lore on the angler. The angler is a creature that is specifically in caves. There is a low chance they come in packs, but when they do, there are 2 to 3 of them. These creatures are quite tall and using are muscular. They have a bulb on their head to lure in unsuspecting lesser demon, and possibly even greater demon. Hierarchy will be explained in a later video. Final editor's note: Carla is seemingly losing more compassion with every kill, and I portrayed that with the shadow in her picture versus the angler. I hope you have a good day and enjoy the finished products.